Think back to the last time you saw an ad. It was probably very recently. What was it about? Was it a car commercial, an ad for beer, or for some beauty product? You might not realize it, but most ads are contributing to sexism in the world. Advertisements use the sexualization of women to sell their products. I asked some South students anonymously what they normally see women doing in commercials. Here are their answers. Trying to sell the product using her sexuality. Acting as eye candy. Lashing over some male with a specific product. Okay, but why is this bad? Isn't it good for women to be portrayed as sexy? Think about it. The problem with sexualizing women is that once people start seeing them as sexual objects, they stop seeing them as people. This can have disastrous consequences. If you see women portrayed as objects in the media, you may start treating them as objects in real life, things that have no capacity to think for themselves, and exist only for someone else's pleasure. This means you can do what you want with them. You see how problematic this is, don't you? Here are 2 ads that seem to be approving rape. This is a nationwide issue as well, as proven by several studies. The University of Buffalo analyzed covers of Rolling Stone, and using a scale of sexualization, they found that in the 2000s, 83% of women were sexualized, and only 17% of men were sexualized. This shows that while men also face sexism in the media, it is much more prominent for women. I emailed Patricia Donovan at the University of Buffalo, an outspoken feminist and former chapter president for the National Organization for Women, and asked her how the media affected people's perception of women. She replied, "Women are constantly being sculpted, carved might be a better word, into forms and surfaces that are not naturally their own. It adds a major level of effort to a woman's attempt to be acceptable at work, in school, and at society at large. It is no accident that virtually every single one of television news commentators, whether girls and experts selected to discuss any number of things, are light to dark blonde, slim, somewhat busty, with good legs, a nice butt, and so on, qualities that have nothing to do with their intelligence, skills, knowledge, and preparedness. The best thing we can do is speak directly to the issue where it arises. Do so gently, quietly, insistently, directly, argumentatively, loudly, or aggressively, whatever it takes. Just do it, no matter what people think of your boldness and refusal to comply." Now, you may think that this is only a problem in the United States, but it's not. Lourdes Garcia Navarro, a reporter for NPR, talked about her experience with sexist ads in Peru and Brazil, with tabloid ads that condoned rape. She surveyed Brazilian people, men and women, and 65% of them believed that if women dressed provocatively, she deserved to be raped. You can see the effect of these ads. Take a look at some ads shown in 2013. Take a look at how the women in these ads are portrayed.
There are 2 sides to GoDaddy. There's the sexy side represented by Bar Raffaelli, and the smart side that creates a killer website for your small business represented by Walter. Together, they're perfect.
In this ad, the woman is sexy, not smart.
But don't give up until true love will find.
In this ad, the woman is represented as just a chest.
This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're looking can it find you.
Here, women are scantily clad cheerleaders, enthralled by the man who is driving a car. Here, they're furniture. This ad, you may be shocked to learn, is for a fast food restaurant.
Beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching.
So I ask you, please, when you see these ridiculous ads, recognize them. Recognize that this is not how women really are. Realize that companies are trying to use the female body to sell their products. And most importantly, don't treat women as objects and don't contribute to sexism in the world. Fight back however you can.
And that's why I'm gonna take a good